to stay connected with BTC.
Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thank you so much for looking in. After a short delay due to weather conditions, thousands expected to hit Bay Street this evening for the start of the 2022 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. Junkanooers are eager and ready to showcase the best in the country's premier cultural festival, which gets underway beginning at 6 this evening. This year's parade is expected to be the most watched and attended coming off a 2-year break as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the ZNS Network will be providing live, full-team coverage this Boxing Day. Listeners can tune in to Radio Bahamas 1540 AM. Viewers can watch the parade on the corporation's website, cable channel 211 and Flow TV, starting with a pre-show at 5, followed by the parade at 6. While the Bahamas feeling the effects of the United States economic blockade of Cuba, the blockade, which has been in place for decades, prevents American businesses and businesses organized under U.S. law or majority-owned American citizens from carrying out trade with Cuban interests. Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, says as a result of the economic sanctions, Cuban nationals are fleeing their country, often ending up in the Bahamas. His comments came just on Sunday. 31 illegal Cuban migrants were arrested in South Andros, while another 24 were intercepted at sea, arrested and taken to Greater Nagua. Both groups were brought here to New Providence for further processing.
Under President Obama, there were few Cuban migrants in our detention center. Under Presidents Bush, Trump, and now Biden, there are significant numbers coming, and the detention center may, by this morning, have as many as 200 in the detention center. The pileup of the numbers is unsustainable and unacceptable. These are educated, politically savvy, and connected politically to the United States and South Florida politicians. The longer we take to move them back to Cuba, the more the chances of violence. There's been violence in the detention center and facility before, against, and there's also been attacks on our consulates and embassies in the United States.
Now, Minister Mitchell also expressed concern about delays relating to the repatriation of Cuban nationals in accordance with the treaty between the Bahamas and Cuba.
Our treaty with the Cubans obliges us to move people back home to Cuba within 72 hours once all of the formalities are complete. Yesterday, I briefed both the Prime Minister and the Immigration Minister about my concerns that I raised within the Foreign Ministry about the numbers and the internal issues and delays on repatriation. It is regrettable that the geopolitical situation is, of course, beyond our control. However, it must be reinforced to the public officials that what we can control is dealing with these matters with dispatch. At the same time, we continue to urge our American friends to change the policies because their policies on this matter imperil our security and the integrity of our country.
No Cuban nationals are currently seeking asylum in the Bahamas. That, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, following a demonstration at the Bahamas Consulate General in Miami on December 21st. In a statement, the ministry notes that protesters gathered to seek answers about loved ones they claimed were seeking asylum but were missing in the Bahamas. They also allege mistreatment of Cuban nationals at the Jamaica Road Detention Center. The ministry says it carried out its due diligence, reaching out to the Bahamas Department of Immigration that reported none of the individuals named in the Miami Press article are detained at the detention center, also stating that to date there are no reported cases of abuse and mistreatment of detainees. The statement further adds that with regards to asylum seekers, in line with the United Nations Commissioner for Refugees, careful attention is given to ensuring asylum procedures are observed and held. Well, a Boxing Day brawl has left a male dead and 5 others nursing injuries in hospital. The incident unfolding at 2 this morning outside a popular night spot on St. Albans Drive. Police say a male produced a handgun outside the establishment, firing gunshots at 6 patrons. A struggle then ensued between an off-duty officer and the shooter. The gunman was shot, taken to the hospital where he later died. The police seized his weapon along with a magazine. 5 persons are now detained in hospital in stable condition. A person was discharged. Investigations continue. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More after this.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
The holidays are a time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family, wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank. Merry Christmas to you.
This Christmas season, stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
Christmas coming here is all around. Christmas back in town. Christmas coming here is all around.
Christmas is coming, and your fingers know it.
Christmas back in town. Christmas back in town. Christmas back in town. Oh yeah, I can feel Christmas back in town.
For a finger-licking good Christmas. KFC.
Back in town.
Disney Cruise Line cast and crew are here at the Ranfurly home, bringing holiday cheer as a part of our initiative, Wishes Set Sail, in celebration of our newest ship, the Disney Wish. Our time here at the Ranfurly home is just one way we're spreading holiday cheer throughout the Bahamas through our Wishes Set Sail initiative. Earlier this month, we provided books and gifts to students at schools in Central and South Abaco and in Central and South Eleuthera.
The children got an opportunity to take pictures with Mickey, and Mickey high-five and fist bumped them. They were in Disney heaven. So that was one of the most memorable moments for me.
To think of the bank as my personal ATM machine. If I wanted a new car, new furniture, a weekend trip to Miami, no problem. Just max out the credit card or top up my loan. I was a big baller until I realized that 75% of my salary was going to pay back all those loans. Fidelity's personal financial coaching was the best solution. Fidelity gave me a plan with a debt consolidation loan that has a built-in savings that pays 5% interest. I now only have one low monthly payment plus money in my pocket. Give Fidelity Bank a call at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit any of Fidelity's locations or visit a website at fidelitygroup.com.
Fidelity. We're good for you.
Welcome back. New changes in the pipeline for the national flag carrier. Bahamasair's Managing Director, Tracy Cooper, telling ZNS News that as the new year rolls in, the company plans to expand its fleet and revitalize and modernize its operations, making it a viable and profitable entity.
We launched a new service into Raleigh-Durham, and we're also looking in 2023 to launch our cargo service internationally, as well as our some expected routes for going further down into the Caribbean.
Cooper says the company also seeing a turnaround in its finances. The airline also carrying out significant upgrades to its check-in kiosks and customer service experience.
2019 was our best year for the airline when we had we carried around 940,000 customers. In 2021, we carried 440 because of the COVID. 2022, we're now back up to 717,000 as of the end of November. And in 2023, we expect to either meet or exceed the amount of passengers we carry for the airline. And this is in kind of collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and the expected good year of 2023.
While the internet can be a useful tool for staying informed and keeping in touch with family and friends, but clinic coordinator for the Adolescent Health Center, Yolanda Bullard, is warning parents of the potential dangers their children can be exposed to. She says young people are particularly vulnerable if they post too much information on the internet, which many are prone to doing.
Some children would post everything, where I live, where I go in, who home. They take pictures in their houses with their devices and the stuff that can be stolen. And so they share everything. And then we also have perpetrators who sometimes tend to prey on our children. They pretend to be younger than they actually are, and they prey on them. They get them to meet them in spots, and they actually take advantage of them. And we've had cases of that over the past year. And so we really want our parents and our community to know that we need to monitor our children on the internet. We need you to talk with them, have an open communication. What is safe, what is not safe.
Bullard appeals to parents to monitor their child's online activities from the websites they visit to the games they play. She even suggests playing those games as sometimes there may be pop-ups that can lead to X-rated websites and inappropriate material.
Sometimes we have children who see these contents and they get addicted. Porn is addictive. And so it's starting very early. So we at Adolescent Health Center want our public to know that you must monitor your children. School is closing for the Christmas. Unfortunately, many of our children are going to be home unsupervised. And so the devices are there, the phone is there, and so we need to know where our children are. If need be, you may need to block sites to protect your children. But today, we want our parents to know that you need to be more vigilant. You need to have a conversation with your children, and you need to find out what they're doing on the internet.
A young author penning a second book just in time for the holiday season. Nursing student Sarah Murrah stopping by the Zedina studio on Christmas Eve to share the new book with us. Jimmy Swain tells us more.
The name of it is called Eyes on Eternity, and this book was really published this year, 2022. I started writing at the beginning of this year, and now, by God's grace, it's here.
Excited is probably the best way to sum up Sarah Murray's feeling about a new book that's just in time for the holiday season.
So the vision that God placed on my heart for this book was to write to this generation, because we're living in a time that is called the last days, and many persons are not aware of it. Many persons are not aware of what is going on around the world and how short life is, how fragile life is. And we see it on the news. We see it on the street corners, even in our own little Bahama land, where so many people are being killed. So many people are just passing away even without notice. And so God had placed it on my heart. He really gave me a burden to write, to wake up this generation and let them know that we don't have a lot of time, and that, you know, our life is but a vapor, and it is important how we use our time on earth, because it depends on where we will spend eternity.
Murray admits it was a challenge trying to balance her studies as a nursing student and an author. Ultimately, she hopes readers take this message away.
The message really is, what about your soul, you know, and this is something that we walk about daily on our busy journeys each and every day, and we don't think about our soul. We don't think about the most important part of us, which is our soul. It never dies. And so even in the midst of us, you know, we have work, we have school, we have everything going on. We have to be mindful of our soul, which is the eternal part of each and every human being. So I want persons to gather from this that, you know, amidst what you're doing in life, just remember God. Like the Bible says, remember him in the days of your youth.
Now, Murray says the book is available on Amazon and she can be contacted on social media platforms if persons wish to have a hard copy. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Jimenita Swain.
Well, there's more after this.
And I want to send a message for all of you out there. You had your chance, but you wait to come and get slaughtered on Bay Street. Toe tag and body bite. Grab no one, bring him to me! Hold no one, bring him to me! Bring me the head. Roots all day, they can't beat us. We coming in millions. Bring them on. They can't beat us. One lap and it's over. One and done.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
I moved to Auckland in 1997. My whole purpose of moving back in Auckland was to help my father with the bone fishing lodge. It was a vision. It was his vision. One of the main aspects of it that make it so special is the shallow water fishing, and that's the unique thing about it is the skinny water. We engage in poling, boat fishing, and flats fishing. It's just you one in the backyard. I call it my office space. You've got all the wildlife out there, the birds and other species in the water, and so it's special about it. One of the things about bone fishing too, is you could meditate. You go out there and just hunt and stalk bonefish, and you meditate, and it's just refreshing. It gives you energy. It's a boost, you know, to start another day. They say, do we have to go back? It's a thrill. It's like, hey, I've never seen nothing like this here, and this is unbelievable. This is what they've been looking for. It's like paradise. It's something that's not been touched. Coming out here, just walking the flats, and not a person in sight. It's unbelievable. Every day out there is something different. Every day you go out there, you learn something new. That's one of the reasons why the anger keep coming back.
So what does it mean to be back? It means a lot of things, but I'll just name a few for now. One, I get to be around all my Junkanoo colleagues in my organization, the Valley Boys, and the other groups. Two, I get to really express myself in the cultural forum that I love. And you know what? I'm just excited to be back.
The password here is excellence at the Doris Johnson Senior High School, as more than 40 students make the honor roll, principals list, and other academic achievements.
Future lawyer, pastry chef, and principals list honoree Ricari Eugene says it's truly an honor to excel amid the recent challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of myself because, you know, we was virtual, and virtual was very hard, but I had to push through, get all my assignments done, test done, go to classes, pay attention, not get distracted.
Vice Principal Andy McKenzie says the school family is thrilled that they're finally able to honor students' hard work in person.
We are excited about it. You know, for the past 2 years, our students were home. Sometimes they would come
remotely, depending on the schedule we had. So it's significant that we were able to have this ceremony this year when we're back face-to-face 100%. We reach out to them in the virtual environment. We try to phone call them. We had little Zoom meetings with them. But now that we're back face-to-face, we talk to them all the time. And we try to get them back in a routine of coming to school, listening to the teacher, completing the assignments, studying for the quizzes, and doing well.
Meantime, Rakara offers advice to her peers.
Don't let obstacles get in your way. You just have to get through, push through them, do your best, and strive for excellence.
I'm Adama Williams for Ed Talk.
Want to stay in the know? Subscribe. Text 819-BMOE. That's 819-2663. Remember to like and subscribe to our social media platforms.
Are you ready for 6? I'm Jimenita Swain. Join me, Amajal Knowles, and the Bahama Beauty for a whole new take on news at 6.
We'll bring you your first look at the major headlines of the day.
What's trending on social media?
Where to go and what to do both here in Nassau.
And throughout the islands, we've got you covered.
From smooth sound to fantastic food.
We'll bring you the best our country and our world has to offer.
In at 6, weekdays at 6 p.m., right here on the ZNS Network. Hope you're ready.
The most rewarding time of the year. To RBC, get a loan to buy whatever. RBC makes it better. Get a loan and don't pay till New Year.
Make Christmas what you want it to be with a personal loan from RBC. Apply at rbc.com/Caribbean/loan and don't pay till February 2023. RBC makes it better.
Get a loan and don't pay till New Year. To RBC.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
During 2022, Family Guardian was honored to provide tangible assistance to numerous Bahamian communities, organizations, and charities, including the Bahamas Kidney Association, Bahamas Humane Society, Bahamas Crisis Center, Stapleton School, Salvation Army School for the Blind, Nurses Association, Persis Rogers Home for the Aged, Grand Bahama Children's Home, 4D Stallions Track Club, Rhythm and Youth Rake and Scrape Band, Cancer Society of the Bahamas, Reach Out Youth Organization, Falcon Boys Club, Royal Bahamas Police Force Dependents Trust, PACE, Sister Breast Cancer Support Group, the Down Syndrome Center, Great Commission Ministries, and Every Child Counts Special Needs School. Our record of corporate giving speaks for itself, and our commitment to positively impact the communities where we work and live remains a foundational principle for our company. As the year draws to a close, we would like to say thank you to our clients and a Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy, and prosperous New Year to all from the management and staff of Family Guardian.
Well, just ahead of Christmas Day, members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church ensuring residents have something to prepare during the holiday season. Residents received parcels while children walked away with gifts. Attending a giveaway on the church's grounds Saturday, Pastor Paul Scavella says they were trying to live by their motto of doing good in the neighborhood.
In conjunction with my ministry, Path of Life Vision Ministries, and the Community Services Department here at the Centerville Church, we've been feeding folk here in the community who are struggling in that area. So this afternoon, as a part of the Christmas spirit, we've identified about 100 and so plus persons whom we're giving food baskets to with the view of helping to put a little dent in some of their concerns in this area.
Pastor Scavallo notes that that's the only way residents are being assisted. He spoke about the significance of the gesture.
Community Services Department has embarked on several other initiatives. One, we work with the Centerville Primary School on a regular basis. We're there Friday mornings providing breakfast. Some of them children don't have anything to eat when they come to school. And then secondly, we discovered there's a deficiency, a deficit in the reading. And so if a child can't read, it's hard for them to do anything else. And so we have a reading skills program that is ongoing here. And in conjunction with that, H.C. Christie has made some donations towards gifts for the children, which we're going to be giving out, if we haven't done so already, this afternoon. And it is our goal that at the end of this reading program that they will begin to have that skill, because in some cases it's just nil, really. And so we just can't give them a loaf of bread every time. We have to build these other capacities in their lives so they can become useful, productive citizens.
As we head to the break, we'd like to thank all of our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. Just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Back after this.
Want to have a sweet new year? Spend a minimum of $12 on any Hershey's Kisses or chocolate and take your receipt to Pritchard's on Robinson Road. You could win up to $2,500. There'll be 9 winners. Enter today.
Shell Unleaded improves your fuel economy, giving increased miles per gallon, allowing you to do more of what you really want. Special additives used in Shell Unleaded improve your engine's efficiency. So go further with Shell Unleaded. Venture out to beaches, Junkanoo, and festivals and bring home memories that will last a lifetime. Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
NBA League Pass is the coolest way to watch the hottest game there is. When threes rain down and superstars heat up. When clutch jumpers splash and your team is fire. You'll be there for up to 40 games a week. Any way you want to watch. NBA League Pass. Order now.
If you're a person with a disability, you need the Accessibility Bahamas app. It gives you one-touch access for emergency services and can connect you with the sign language interpreter. Download from Google Play or the App Store for free. The Accessibility Bahamas app is user-friendly for persons with disabilities, gives you the latest news and NEMA alerts, connects you with government services, and soon you'll be able to book accessible transportation and see job listings. Download for free today.
Almost every journey starts with your car. We spend most of the early stages of our lives anticipating getting our first set of wheels. When that moment finally comes, let AID be there for all your auto needs. Make it yours by accessorizing, maintaining, and repairing your car with AID. Whether you're a professional mechanic, a recent graduate, a full-time mom, or an I can fix that kind of guy. Or if you're completely clueless about what your car needs, AID will assist in providing a large variety of auto parts, a diagnostic center, and great customer service. For all life's auto journeys, we're here. AID, all you really need and more.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind. BTC.
Link up this Christmas season. Stream with faster speeds. The unforgettable things we all have to see. Share every memory. Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC. We are family.
BTC will make this festive season fun and fast with BTC's fiber internet. Sign up and BTC will give you 1 month free or go postpaid and get unlimited Facebook and WhatsApp.
Link up for Christmas. Link up with BTC.
Time now for a check on Family Island weather temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. We're under mostly cloudy skies. Temperature at 76 degrees. The relative humidity, 73%. We have west-southwest winds at 12 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,019.4 millibars. That's 30.14 inches, and the pressure is falling. Temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 58 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Green Toll Key. Marsh about 65 degrees. The Berry Island, 73. 76 in Alistown, Bimini, 74 in Harbour Island, Rock, Sandy, Lutra, Black Point, Exuma, Kemp Space on Andros, and Fresh Creek in Central Andros, all at 77 degrees. 78 degrees in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key, Georgetown, and Exuma, 80 degrees. 82s in Ragged Island, Clarence, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, 83, Acklands, 83, Matthew-Town, Inagua, 83, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 79 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Setter in the Northwestern Islands tonight through Tuesday. Northerly winds will continue at 12 to 18 knots. The wave height 3 to 6 feet. Your high tide takes place tonight at 10:22 with another high tide at 10:49 tomorrow morning. In the central and southeastern islands through Tuesday, easterly flow at 10 to 15 knots. The wave height is 2 to 4 feet. On Wednesday, in the northwestern central islands, the winds become northerly at 12 to 18 knots. Wave height 3 to 6 feet with caution flags in place for your boaters. High tide takes place at 11:45 in the morning on Wednesday with a low tide at 6:16 in the afternoon. Now for the southeast Bahamas, northerly winds as well, but they'll be just around 10 to 15 knots with the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Don't care if you're golden or not, passing through. What you gonna do? Take the wine, passing through. Hey, I can wine on something. Wine up on something. Shake up on something. Wine up on something. Now dance up on something. Wine up on something. Shake up on something. Wine up on something. Cause it's regatta time. Time to join the line. Time to lose your mind. Cause it's homecoming time.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is delighted.
What you gonna do, the man?
Of the Bahamas. Fly away.
Cable Bahamas Limited and the group of companies continues to be the leader in enabling connected lifestyles throughout the Bahamas.
And we do this by utilizing innovative technologies and solutions to connect you with the things and the people you love. We exist for our customers.
We want to make your experience stress-free and seamless at every touch point.
Thank you for letting our family keep you connected to yours. We wish you a Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
People often ask what type of activities are allowed or prohibited in marine protected areas.
It depends on the type of marine protected area or MPA, the reason it was created, and what's agreed upon in the management plan that's developed in consultation with nearby communities.
As a general rule, any activity that would result in a long-term decline of populations of marine organisms or destruction of their habitats would be restricted or prohibited.
Some activities that may be allowed with regulations or prohibited altogether include boating, anchoring or mooring, collecting or disturbing wildlife, fishing, scuba diving, snorkeling and water sports, dredging, drilling or mining, and dumping or discharge of pollutants. Visit Bahamas Protected on Facebook to learn more about marine protected areas. See the future.
And I want to send a message to all of you out there. You had your chance, but you wait, come and get slaughtered on Bay Street. Toe tag and body bite. Grab no one, bring him to me! Hold on one, bring him to me! Bring me the head. Roots all day, they can't beat us. We coming in millions. Bring them on. They can't beat us. One lap and it's over. One and done.
Are you ready for 6? I'm Jimenita Swain. Join me, Amajal Knowles, and the Bahama Beauty for a whole new take on news at 6.
We'll bring you your first look at the major headlines of the day.
What's trending on social media?
Where to go and what to do both here in Nassau.
And throughout the islands, we've got you covered.
From smooth sounds to fantastic food.
And we'll bring you the best our country and our world has to offer.
In at 6, weekdays at 6 p.m., right here on the ZNS Network. Hope you're ready.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Let your heart be light.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Through the years, we all will be together.
If the fates allow.
Hang the shining star upon the highest bough. Have yourself
A merry little Christmas now.
Our team at Cable Bahamas Limited and group of companies would like to wish you and your families a joyful and prosperous holiday and Happy New Year.
Our free pick, pack, delivery service gives everyone in the Family Islands a chance to shop a variety of club products and prices right from home. Simply call or WhatsApp your order to 242-677-7266 or email order@amlfoods.com. A friendly customer service representative is waiting to pick, pack, and deliver your order to the mailboat of your choice. The options are truly endless, and with membership you save even more. So order today and let Cost Right pick, pack, and deliver right to you.
Are you a contractor or new homeowner? Maybe you need a few pieces of lumber for your DIY projects. Welcome to Capital Lumber, the newest building materials company in the Bahamas. Located on Parkgate Road, Nassau, helping you to maximize your savings on lumber, cement, shingles, tools, and much more. Your one-stop shop for all your building essentials. With free delivery to the mailboat, visit us today. Capital Lumber, build strong.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your holiday sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. A win on Christmas Day would have been the ultimate gift for DeAndre Ayton and the reeling Phoenix Suns, but that would not be the case despite 22 points from Ayton, go of 9 of 18 from the field, along with 16 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks, and 2 steals over 38 minutes of play. The Sun would fall to the Nuggets 125 in overtime thriller. Ayton had to embrace a more significant role on offense following the early exit of Devin Booker following the re-aggravation of his groin injury. But the big man stepped up to the challenge and posted a strong outing on both ends of the court. Ayton has 3 double-doubles across his last 4 appearances since returning from a 2-game absence. While he's always been a productive player for the Suns, he should see an uptick on his usage rate as long as Booker is out. Losing 9 of their last 13 games, Phoenix has dropped its last 3. The Suns will look to end their losing skid on Tuesday in Memphis, who beat them by 25 points in Phoenix on Friday. Also hitting the hardwood on Christmas Day was Bahamian Collegiate big man Frederick King and his Creighton Blue Jays. King will grab 2 boards in 11 minutes of play in Creighton's 80-65 win over DePaul. The win improved Creighton to 8-6 and pushed the Blue Jays record to over 500. For the 2-1 record in Big East play, DePaul dropped to 6-7 and 0-2 in league play. Creighton never trailed in the victory. It's 17th in a row over DePaul and led by double figures throughout the second half. Creighton returns to action on January 3rd when it opens 2023 with the home game versus Seton Hall. This was also the first Big East Conference game ever held on Christmas Day. And Coach let Matthew McCoon and Ole Miss Rebels sit at 11-2 and have had a pretty impressive non-conference run. Coach hoping the support of Ole Miss fans and their holiday spirit continues throughout conference play.
I was appreciative for, the fans showing back up and coming out. I know our girls appreciated it, and we had people in the stands, and I'm going to make one more plea. It won't be probably as passionate as the one before, but I still stay on the stance that we need the support. It matters. And so we got 8 conference games coming up, and if you look at that, that's kind of like 1 game a week most times, and I think the community will come out and back us, and I just appreciate them coming out.
And Sydney Clark recently wrapping up a stellar collegiate season in 2022. She would fall, though, here at home in the women's finals of the Giorgio Baldacci Open Nationals to eventual first-time champion Elena Mackey. But for Clark, she says she hopes to grow from the loss.
Yeah, so I just want to say congrats off to Atlanta because she's a very hard worker. She's very dedicated and disciplined. So she played a great, excellent match, and she really won it. She worked hard for it. So applause to her. And for myself, I felt it was good for me. I mean, it'd been nice to get the 3rd title, but I can always start again. The tournament will always be every year, and it's a good time for me to just regroup and more motivation for me to come back and be bigger than ever. So I don't look at it as a loss. I just take it as a lesson, and like I said, preparation stuff that I didn't do, then I know next time that's what I have to do in order to be at the top. Because like I say, with tennis, it's funny, anybody could be on top. Tennis, there's no constant winners. So it's just really more motivation for me to just be better, do better for next year.
And that's been Look at Your Sports on this holiday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Disney Cruise Line cast and crew are here at the Ranfully home, bringing holiday cheer as a part of our initiative, Wishes Set Sail, in celebration of our newest ship, the Disney Wish. Our time here at the Ranfully home is just one way we're spreading holiday cheer throughout the Bahamas through our Wishes Set Sail initiative. Earlier this month, we provided books and gifts to students at schools in Central and South Abaco and in Central and South Eleuthera.
The children got an opportunity to take pictures with Mickey, and Mickey high-five and fist-bump them. They were in Disney heaven. So that was one of the most memorable moments for me.
It's electric.
Find a full variety of Butterball and Jenny-O turkeys plus regular and picnic hams at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, 89 cents per pound. Devon corned beef, 12 ounce, $2.79. Mazola Plus vegetable oil, 96 ounce, $8.99. Sunny Delight smooth or tangy drinks, 64 ounce, 2 for $4. Baking potatoes, 5-pound bag, $3.99. Free calendars at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at what our satellite pictures showing quite a bit of moisture still in the area, and that's because we have that startled front boundary to the south of the capital, triggering some showers and isolated thunderstorms there. And just to the north of us, we have some moisture being streamed towards the northeast out of the Gulf of Mexico, and that will also provide some light intermittent rains over most of the northwest Bahamas tonight through tomorrow. But come Wednesday, we expect some good clearance. The skies will open up, and we will see the sun, but not before Wednesday. Tonight, we're looking at considerable cloudiness with occasional rains and some drizzle, particularly during the early part of the night, with your low temperature around 66 degrees. And tomorrow, we're looking at showers again in the morning, a bit breezy with occasional rains, and an isolated thunderstorm could pop up in the afternoon with your high temperature at 74 degrees. So simply keep those rain gears handy over the next 40 to 48 hours. And then our extended weather forecast, wet through Wednesday. As we promised you, things will dry up on Wednesday, and we should see some beautiful weather as we head into the weekend. Temperature-wise, yes, they're going to be very nice during the nighttime, so you'll have to keep on those warm clothing for several days, at least into the weekend. Desmond?
Thank you, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.
Music, best choreograph, best overall performance, best group performance. We ready? 12:01, we line up. We ready to roll this music over, because I know that's what you're coming for. You're coming for music? You wish. In order for you to beat me, you have to come to see me. Line up. We are the champions. We're begging, and we didn't beg to come back. You resign, you in the corner talking, you have plenty things to say. At the end of the day, you have to come to see the Saxon Superstars. Line up.
Christmas is a season of hope and renewal, a time for prayer and joy and togetherness. I'm here with some of our wonderful children in the Urban Renewal Program who are making care baskets for residents of the Persis Rogers Home for the Aged. God's compassion includes us all, young and old, from every walk of life. Every year at this time, we reflect that one child born in a humble stable to a family with no home was able to alter the course of humanity and change the world forever. His essential lesson was to clothe yourself in kindness. And indeed, we find that even the smallest acts of compassion expand our hearts and our spirits, each time allowing us to hold a little more of God's love. Everywhere I go in our beautiful Bahamas, I see your empathy and generosity, your strength and courage. Our faith in God and our unbreakable bond as Bahamians have guided us through rough waters. We have not been broken by crisis. Instead, we have become stronger. This Christmas, as I reflect on our nation, our people, and the changing world in which we live, I have never been prouder to be a Bahamian. We work tirelessly to protect our way of life, to ensure the survival of our island nation and a brighter future.